Hey everybody, I just got Gloomhaven and I'm very excited about it. And this is a little video to show how you can get everything back into the box without buying a organizer or creating a foam core insert. I may do that later, but this just shows you how you can get it back into the box right after opening it. I have the fourth printing. You can find that on the back of the bottom of the box near the UPC code. And hopefully your version is fairly similar. So the first thing that you should notice is that there's a nice organizer tray that actually comes with Gloomhaven, and that's where I have all the characters, the character figures, as well as all the cards and the monster cards. Now, with all the character components, and notice I'm using two characters, and I just put those there. But with all the characters and cards put in the insert, there's a few extra items that I put in this section here because they don't really fit well in there, and that's the standee portions, the energy elements, or the element chips, and then these other two packs of cards. And these are the random items and random scenario cards. They just fit nicely in that little box right there. One other quick point to note is about the character tokens that you put on the character sheets. I currently am keeping all the character stuff in the character boxes, but one video did suggest that you put the little character tokens inside with the figure just because they seal a little bit nicer, so you might want to consider that. Next, there's a number of small flat items like these envelopes here, the player sheet, this little picture, really nice picture, and the stickers, as well as the town records. Those can just go together real easily and sit down by the side here really flat. Next, we see two foam inserts that when I first opened the box, I didn't pay attention to how they were there, and so it took me a little bit to figure out how they went. But and this is at least for the fourth printing, I don't know how it is for the others, but here's how they would go in this box. This one goes in the short end, and it fits nicely to keep these character boxes out of the way, and keeps those, it has just the right size it won't hit the cards, and then you just put the dials right in there. Then you place this one, this long way, so it won't block the cards. The cards don't get in the way, and so that's how everything sits in nicely there. The next thing is these two foam regular rectangular pieces, and I put the long one next to the characters, which fits nicely, and then the short one here. Now that leaves a little space, which is not anything to worry about, but maybe if you had something that you wanted to put there, you could do that, but that's how I lay those in. Next, if you look at all the dungeon tiles, there's a number of them that are long rectangular, and even if they're small, they're still that rectangular shape. And I place them right down here, and there's just enough space that it matches with the character box height, and including the element board. Here, I forgot the name of it, but that one fits here. Now, there's some tiles that are not really square, they're not quite rectangular, and they don't quite fit. They're just a little bit wide here, so I don't really place them in here. If you're really trying to optimize things, there are two triangular-ish shaped tiles that can fit in just enough space here, and they come up to the character box size. So that's where I stop there. And then I take the folded up Gloomhaven map board and place it right in over the characters. So now is all of the cardboard cutouts, the money tokens, monsters, and the map tiles. And so for the tiles, I just take them, and I don't do anything special in the organization. I just start with the biggest and go to the smallest, basically, and move them all the way to the box. So the tiles will kind of stack up here, and then the characters and all the other components will go here. So you can see I just stack them up, and usually go from largest to smallest, and then all the components are in baggies. So you can organize these however you like, but here's how I did it. I have just regular sandwich bag types here, and I put the monsters. I just randomly put half of them in one and half in the other. And of course, for an insert, that's probably the best reason to have an organizer or a foam core insert, is that you organize the individual components nicely. But I just thought I'm going to drag it out, and that's fine. And so here we have these monsters, and then all of the money and damage, the small tokens, I put in a sandwich or snack size bag. All of the hex tokens, I put them in a bag. This probably would be just the same as another sandwich baggie, but I had an extra bag here. And then I have the summons. And this bag here is really the set for a scenario. I pulled out enough damage and enough condition tokens and money and the summons cards. So usually if I'm going to play a scenario, that's probably everything that I need in terms of the individual damage and stuff in that one bag. And then here the traps and things in that bag. So that's how I put them in bags. But you can organize it however you want. And since they're in individual bags, it's really easy to just place them in the box. And like I said, I just made that space available by having the tiles on one side, and they fit very easily. And then, of course, the final thing is to place the stickers, the scenario book, and the rule book on top. And then finally, close it up. And there you have the boxing of Gloomhaven without having to buy a special insert or create your own. I hope that was helpful. Have a good day and have fun playing Gloomhaven.